It's vacation season. That means lots of adventure, lots of fun, and lots of really good food and drinks. But how many times have you gone on a vacation and enjoyed all the fun food and drinks and then just ended up feeling really lethargic, tired, kind of gross? Maybe you get home feeling like you need a whole reset. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. My name is Dana Lynn. I'm a registered dietitian who focuses on behavior change, and today I want to talk about 8 tips that are going to help you feel really good throughout your entire vacation and come home feeling rested, reset, ready for the week ahead. So let's dive in. First of all, I think it's really important to have an intention. So, say you're going somewhere that's known for its good food. Yesterday, I had a patient, she's going to New York, and she is like, I want to experience the food there. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to, really enjoy the food and drink on vacation, then do that. That's okay. There's also the option of maybe you want to really focus more on the adventure and feeling good there and when you get home. And if that's the case, then these 8 tips are for you. So, first of all, number one, it's going to be really important not to skip your meals, especially breakfast. You don't want to skip breakfast or any meal because typically we end up then overeating later. It makes our cravings a little bit more so that we want more sweets, more of those things that are going to make us feel tired and not really have the energy to do all the fun things that we want to do. So I don't recommend skipping your meals, especially if you're not used to skipping meals. So keep doing all of that. Another option is to stay in a place that has a kitchen. That way, breakfast is a pretty easy one to do at home, and then maybe go out for 1 or 2 breakfasts, but you don't have to go out for every breakfast. So that way you can make your own breakfast. You could also bring your own snacks. That's another really great tip, is bring things that you feel pretty good about. Bring some apples or fruit, bring dried fruit, bring some nuts and seeds, some bars, jerky, whatever is kind of more of a whole food, so that you're not as tempted to, first of all, grab all the snacks while you're out, and also overeat if you're overly hungry when you get to a meal. So that was number 3, is make sure you're bringing some healthy snacks with you. Also, when you do go out to eat, you want to focus on fresh foods. I think that's a good kind of way to get your mindset instead of healthy foods, because sometimes we're on vacation, like, we don't want to focus on the healthy foods. That doesn't feel good. But if you focus on fresh foods, eat local, eat it like the mom and pops in that area, then you're going to be able to get more fresh foods like fresh fish, and really honestly try to get veggies in at every meal, at least lunch and dinner, as much as possible. Really focus on getting those fresh vegetables. That's going to help give you the energy you need, and they're really great for not overeating calorie wise, because they're so full of water, so full of fiber, that they're really filling, but then we don't end up overdoing it with calories. So focus on those veggies. The next thing is to let yourself splurge on a vacation. I think it's not fun to go on vacation for some people and not have any of the fun foods there. So go ahead and let yourself splurge. That can look like once a day, maybe once every other day. You get to choose what that's going to look like for you. I'll never forget one of my favorite vacations. We were so busy having fun that I don't think we ended up eating a single dessert, and it wasn't even like planned that way. I don't usually eat like that. I love dessert. So, but I felt so good the whole time. Like, we had energy and all that stuff, which kind of brings us to the next one, which is move your body as much as you can. Walk around as much as you can. See the sights. Do all the things. Really get yourself moving. If you enjoy doing like yoga on the beach, then find a yoga class on the beach. If you don't enjoy that, then don't do it. But it's just a matter of like, maybe you prefer walking and seeing the sights. But just make sure you're planning as much physical activity as you can. This is going to help you feel energized, because we know the more we move our bodies, the more energy it gives us, the better we feel. It has those endorphins, which help us feel good, all that good stuff that movement does for us. So the 7th one is to make sure you're staying hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Be careful of how much you're doing the sugary beverages. Try not to do those, too often. Not at all if possible. It's up to you. And if you're drinking alcohol, you want to switch in water in there as much as you can. So maybe I know a lot of friends who they'll do 1 drink and then they'll do a drink and a water, so that they're staying hydrated enough so that the next day they don't feel terrible, you're still feeling good, having energy to do stuff. And then tip number 8, this is the last one, but honestly, I think it's the most important. Focus on the vacation. Focus on the people you're with. Focus on the sights. Focus on all the adventures you can go on instead of having your focus be on the food, on the sweets, all that stuff. It's just gonna make that whole trip so much more fulfilling. And especially, when you get home from that trip, what do you want your memories to be? How do you want to feel about the trip? Do you want to come home feeling like regretful that you ate all the things and then you feel like crap? Or do you want to come home feeling like, man, I did so much and it was so awesome and I feel really good? So again, kind of coming back to that intention of what do you want the trip to be like, and then you can make choices throughout your trip. No guilt around whatever decisions you make. There is no right or wrong here. It's just about knowing how you want to feel and doing the things that are going to help you get there. So if you have any other tips, things that help you, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and then you guys can also share with each other those tips. And if you like this video, you found it helpful, please make sure to click that like button, share it out to any friends who you feel like are going to benefit from it. And of course, if you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe, and you can hit that bell button to get more notifications anytime I put out a new video. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys, and hopefully you can enjoy your vacations and feel really good and feel rested and all that stuff. So thanks for being here. See ya.